So, hello everyone. In today's class, I would like to explain about logic families, different logic families. So, in this logic families, we have to see introduction about the logic families and the characteristics, resistor transistor logic and diode transistor logic, and TTL transistor logic. So, in last class already we seen CMOS logic levels and CMOS inverter, basic CMOS inverter, and different CMOS logics. That is how we will design by using CMOS transistor, NOR gate, NAND gate, and their operation. And based on that, by using that operation, so we have to uh, design different logic functionalities. So we have any logic expression, so that may be represented based on that will be designed based on by using the CMOS logic. So before that CMOS logic, we're having different logic families. Those are nothing but resistor transistor logic and the diode DTL logic and the TTL transistor logic and ECL emitter coupled logic. So in today's class, we will see clearly what is a logic families. So logic family is a collection of different integrated circuit chips that have similar input, output, and internal circuit characteristics, but they perform a different logic functions. So basically, the logic family is a collection of different integrated circuits. So that may have a similar input, or that may have a similar output, and that may have an internal circuit characteristic, and they perform different logic functions. So these chips from the same family, if the ICs have the same family, so then it will can be interconnected to perform any desired logic function. So if that my ICs we get the same family, it may be connected 3 or more RTL or 3 or more DTL or 3 or more TTL logics or ECL logic. So if you are have the n number of stages with that same logic family, so that can perform any type of logic function or any type of logic design. But the chips from or the ICs from different logic families may not be compatible, that may use different power supply voltages or may use different input and output conditions to represent logic values, to represent the logic values. Clear? If the chips may arrive in terms of different logic families, so that they may use different power supply, and they may use different um, different power supply voltages, or may use different input and output conditions to represent logic values. So the most successful bipolar logic family is transistor logic, and it was introduced in 1960s. So this TTL is actually a family of logic families, so that are compatible with each other but differ in speed or power consumption and cost. So first of all, the most successful logic family is TTL. So it is a family of logic families, so that are compatible with each other but differ in speed and the power consumption and cost. So before the invention of bipolar junction transistors, we have another type of transistor. Those are nothing but MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, or simply MOS transistor. So these MOS transistors are difficult to fabricate in early days. So even MOS circuits may equal to bipolar circuits. So that may be considered considerably, that may be considered as a in case of the speed or selected applications, so it may require their low power consumption and high levels of integration. So in case of in the year 1980s, so we have MOS circuits. So in particularly those are nothing but CMOS circuits. So it will be it vastly it is will be used in their performance will be very high, increased their performance and the popularity. And the large scale integrated circuits like microprocessors and memories are using CMOS. So similarly, small to medium scale applications which are using TTL. So now we are using CMOS devices with equivalent functionality but higher speed and low power consumption. So compared to these overall logic families, so mostly we have to use CMOS logic. So that will be invented in 1980s. So wherever we are implementing large scale functionalities like microprocessors and memories, so that will be implemented by using CMOS technology. So it will be it will also that same functionality also implemented of small scale medium or small scale or medium scale applications. So in that case, we have to use TTL logic. TTL logic. So this is the brief introduction about different logic families, different logic families. Now we will see one by one characteristics. So for whatever, whether it may be a TTL gate or RTL gate or DTL, whatever the gate that may have the same characteristic, that is nothing but the fan in. Fan in is nothing but the number of inputs. So these are some we define or we designed any type of circuit. That circuit may have different characteristics. The first characteristics fan in. Fan in is nothing but so in the definition form, the number of inputs that the gate can handle properly without disturbing the output level, without disturbing the output level. సో ఏదైతే మనకి ఫ్యాన్ ఇన్ అని ఏమంటామంటే ఎన్ని ఇన్పుట్స్ అయితే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అండ్ గేట్ కానీ కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుంటే, ఇఫ్ ద అండ్ గేట్ హ్యావ్ 2 ఇన్పుట్స్ ఆర్ 3 ఇన్పుట్ ఆర్ 4 ఇన్పుట్, సో ఆ ఉన్న n నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్పుట్స్ని ఆ n నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్పుట్స్ని ప్రాపర్గా అది కానీ హ్యాండిల్ చేయగలిగితే ఆ వర్డ్ని ఆ టర్మ్ని మనం ఏమంటామంటే fan in అంటాం. fan in. So it may call it as fan in అంటాం మా word. So next one fan out. So fan out is nothing but the number of inputs that can driven simultaneously by the output without disturbing the output level. So fan out similarly ఉన్న సర్క్యూట్ డివైస్ అనేది ఆ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్పుట్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో సో వాటిని సైమల్టేనియస్గా ఆ ఇన్పుట్ని సైమల్టేనియస్గా డ్రైవ్ చేసి అవుట్పుట్ ప్రాపర్గా ఎలా ఏ ఇన్పుట్ని కూడా డిస్టర్బ్ చేయకుండా ప్రాపర్ అవుట్పుట్ కానీ డెలివర్ చేయగలిగితే సో ఆ డివైస్కున్న ఆ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్ మనం ఏమంటామంటే ఫ్యాన్ అవుట్ అంటాం. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఫ్యాన్ ఇన్ అంటే అది ఎన్ని హౌ మెనీ ఇన్పుట్స్ కెన్ బి హ్యాండిల్ by that device or by that gate. So that term you can call it as fan in. And proper inputs in base చేసుకొని ప్రాపర్ అవుట్పుట్ కానీ ప్రాపర్ అవుట్పుట్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేయగలిగితే ఆ డివైస్ని డివైస్ని కానీ లేదంటే ఏదైతే ఆ గేట్ని కానీ మనం ఏమంటామంటే ఫ్యాన్ అవుట్ అంటాం. ఫ్యాన్ అవుట్ అంటాం. ఓకేనా? నెక్స్ట్ నాయిస్ ఇమ్యూనిటీ. So then the noise immunity is the ability of the logic circuit to tolerate the noise voltage. మా అనుష ఎందుకు ఊరక అన్మ్యూట్ చేస్తా ఉన్నావు అనుష? So that the noise immunity is the ability of the logic circuit to tolerate the noise voltage. So if that gate or the device may have that specific characteristics to control the noise, so we can call it as a noise immunity. So next characteristics, noise margin. The quantitative measure of noise immunity is called a noise margin. So if we are setting a proper scaling in between the low level and the high level of noise, so that we can call it as a noise margin. So next one, the propagation delay. So the propagation delay of the gate is the average transition delay time for the signal to propagate from input to output. So it is measured in nanosecond. సో మన ప్రాపగేషన్ డిలే, సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనం ఒక సింగిల్ గేట్ని కానీ కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుంటే దాని ఇన్పుట్ ఏ టైంకి అప్లై చేస్తాం, దాని అవుట్పుట్ ఏ టైంకి వేస్తాం. సో ఈ మధ్యలో ఏదైతే మనకి డిలే అక్కరైందో, సో దట్ టైం we can call it as a propagation delay. అదే మనకి టూ స్టేజ్ సర్క్యూట్ కానీ కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుంటే, సో ఫస్ట్ స్టేజ్ నుంచి అవుట్పుట్ ఏ టైంకి డెలివరీ అయింది, నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ స్టేజ్ అవుట్పుట్ ఏ టైంకి వచ్చింది. సో ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే మనకి డిఫరెన్స్ వస్తుందో, టైం డిఫరెన్స్ వస్తుందో, సో దట్ టైమ్ వీ కెన్ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఏ propagation delay. So that is propagation delay of gate is the average transition delay time for the signal to propagate from input to output, So next characteristics of the logic family is threshold voltage. So this voltage at which the circuit changes from one state to the another state. So మన ఏదైతే threshold stage, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనకు ఆఫ్లో ఉంది ఇనిషియల్గా డివైస్ అనేది, సో ఆఫ్ నుంచి ఆన్ కానీ లేదంటే ఆన్ నుంచి ఆఫ్ కానీ, సో ఇలా ఎప్పుడైతే మనకు ఒక స్టేట్ నుంచి ఇంకో స్టేట్కి చేంజ్ అవుతూ ఉంటుందో, సో దట్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ వోల్టేజ్ వీ కెన్ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ threshold voltage. So next characteristics, operating speed. So the speed of operation of the logic gate is the time that elapses between giving input and getting output. సో మనం ఏ టైంకి ఇన్పుట్ ఇచ్చాం అండ్ ఏ టైంకి అవుట్పుట్, అంటే ఎంత స్పీడ్గా ఆ డివైస్ అనేది యాక్యురసీ, ఎంత యాక్యురేట్గా ఇన్పుట్ని యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తుంది అండ్ అలాగే అవుట్పుట్ డెలివర్ చేస్తుంది అనే ఫ్యాక్టర్ ఆ ఫ్యాక్టర్ దేనిపైన డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది అంటే బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద ఆపరేటింగ్ స్పీడ్ ఆఫ్ ద సర్క్యూట్. సో నెక్స్ట్ వన్ పవర్ డిసిపేషన్. సో ద పవర్ డిసిపేషన్ ఈస్ డిఫైన్డ్ యాజ్ ద పవర్ నీడెడ్ బై ద లాజిక్ సర్క్యూట్. సో అదే ఉన్న డివైస్ ఆర్ ఏదైతే మనం లాజిక్ ఆపరేషన్ కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుంటామో ఆ లాజిక్ ఆపరేషన్ అనేది సో ఎంత ఎఫెక్టివ్గా, దట్ మీన్స్ ఎంత అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ పవర్ డిసిపేట్ అవుతుంది. సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఒక క్లాస్ లిజన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. సో ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్లో సో ఇనిషియల్గా మీ బ్యాటరీ ఎంత అమౌంట్ ఉంది, నెక్స్ట్ ఈ క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఎంత బ్యాటరీ అనేది అది కన్జ్యూమ్ చేసింది అనేది కానీ క్యాల్కులేట్ చేస్తే ఆ డిఫరెన్స్ వాల్యూ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో, సో ఆ డిఫరెన్స్ వాల్యూ వీ కెన్ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఏ పవర్ డిసిపేషన్. సో ఆ లాజిక్ ఆ ఆపరేషన్ ఫుల్ఫిల్ అవడానికి పర్టికులర్ సర్క్యూట్ అనేది ఎంత పవర్ని కన్జ్యూమ్ చేసుకునే అది ఆ వర్డ్ని ఏమంటారంటే పవర్ డిసిపేషన్ ఆఫ్ దట్ సర్క్యూట్ అంటారు. క్లియర్. సో నెక్స్ట్ వన్ next transistor level, next logic level is resistor transistor logic, RTL logic. So if this is the RTL is the first logic family which is not available in monolithic form. So the basic circuit of the RTL logic family is the NOR gate, and each input is associated with one resistor and one transistor. So the input, whatever we are applying the input, that will be consists one resistor and one transistor in type of transistor logic in RTL. So you will see the diagram. So and the collector of transistor are tied together at the output, and the voltage level for this circuit are 0.2 volts for the low level and from 1 to 3.6 volts for the high level. So మనం ఏదైతే లాజిక్ లెవెల్స్ ఆల్రెడీ CMOS కూడా చూసాం. సో ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ 0 to 1.5 it is low level, and from 3.5 to 5 is high level. So between 1.5 to 3.5 we can call it as a undefined voltage. So at the same way for every logic family, every different logic family, so that may have their own logic levels, that means so before from up to below the 0.2 volts we can call it as a low level, So up to 0.221, so it is undefined level. So 1 to 3.6, it is a high level. That means it may be operated from 0 to 4 volts of capacity, 0 to 4 volts of capacity. So here we have a truth table, that is OR gate or NOR gate. So OR or NOR. So this is a one type of gate circuit. This basic NOR circuit, that is at the output we get Z equal to X plus Y bar. So here we are having the R1 resistor and R2 resistor and R3 resistor. So here wherever it may be, whether using transistor or diodes, so it may have the bipolar logic. So we can call it as it is a bipolar logic. So this bipolar logic families are semiconductor diodes and bipolar junction transistors. The simplest bipolar logic elements are diodes and resistors to perform logic operation. So here we have to use RTL, that is resistor and transistor. So basically whenever we call it as a bipolar, so we can use a diode or resistor or transistor, whatever it may be. So we have to perform any type of లాజిక్ ఫంక్షన్. లాజిక్ ఫంక్షన్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్, లాజిక్ ఫంక్షన్ అని ఏమంటామంటే ఇక్కడ జెడ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఏదైతే అవుట్పుట్ ఉందో దట్ ఈజ్ ఎక్స్ ప్లస్ వై బార్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్ బార్ ప్లస్ వై బార్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్ ఎక్స్ ప్లస్ వై ప్లస్ జెడ్ హోల్ బార్. సో వీటినన్నిటిని కూడా లాజిక్ ఫంక్షన్. సో ఈ లాజిక్ ఫంక్షన్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయాలి అంటే సో వీ నీడ్ bipolar devices, either it may be a transistor or diode or diode or resistor or transistor or resistor. By using these combinations, so we have to implement any type of logic function, logic function. So now we will see the operation. So this is the truth table. So truth table means if any one of the if the both inputs are low, then the output will be high. So if any one of the input is high, so it will be, that means it is the inverting of OR operation. In case of the OR operation, so we having the both inputs are high, then only the output will be high. So here we are performing the inverting operation at this case. So that is nothing but NOR operation. How we will get this truth table? We will see the working. So if any input is high, that means, so we are having the operation will be having two cases. So if by observing the truth table, so here any one of the input is high, so in this condition the corresponding transistor is driven into saturation. That means if AB, we having the AB input, so if the either may be A or B or the one, so which transistor, that means one input will be connected to which type of transistor, the corresponding transistor is driven into saturation and the output goes low regardless of the states of the other transistor. సో ఎప్పుడైతే ఆ వన్ ఉంటుందో, అది ఎప్పుడైతే సాచురేషన్లోకి ఎంటర్ అవుతుందో, ఆ సాచురేషన్లోకి ఎంటర్ అయిన ఆ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని సో దాని అవుట్పుట్ అనేది లో అవుతుంది. సో ద స్టేట్ దట్ ఇంకా రిమైనింగ్ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్తో ఏం వర్క్ ఉండదు. సో అండ్ ఇఫ్ ఆల్ ఇన్పుట్స్ ఆర్ లో, సో సెకండ్ కేస్ వచ్చి ఇఫ్ ఆల్ ఇన్పుట్స్ ఆర్ లో, then all transistors are in cutoff state. That means that will not activate and the output of the circuit goes to high. So ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్స్ అనే కట్ ఆఫ్ అవుతాయో, then the VDD voltage will be flowing to the output. So this circuit has the characteristic. So the circuit has the fan out of 5 and the propagation delay is 25 nanoseconds and the power dissipation is 12 milliwatts and the noise margin for this signal is 0.4 volts and it has a pure noise immunity. So noise ratio అనేది ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. So compared to another logic family, so it may have a low speed అనేది ఉంటుంది. So next one, DTL, diode transistor logic. diode transistor logic. So this diode transistor logic DTL will implemented in, it was commercial available as a IC, that is the series in 73 and 53, and the basic circuit in the DTL logic is the NAND gate. So in case of the resistor transistor logic, it is a NOR gate, the basic gate is NOR gate, and here each input associated with one diode. The diode and resistors form an AND gate, and the transistor serves as a NOR gate. So already we seen in the RTL, whenever we are use the transistor, then at that case, so we have to that resistor transistor logic, it will act like as a NOR gate. So here in DTL we have a NAND gate. So the circuit combination. So here we have V plus with the transistor, and we have here we have to use two diodes D1 and D2. So here based on we have the both inputs are high or both inputs are low, so we get the logic functionality, the logic functionality. So here the circuit diagram may be uh, connected as shown in this figure. So that is D1, A will be connected to D1, and B input will be connected to D2, and we have the common resistors, that is for proper to maintain the noise margin and the power dissipation. For those factors, we have to use some resistors. As at the Q, I will take the output. At the Q, we will take the output. So here coming to the operation. So this is the truth table. That is NAND gate truth table. That means uh, inverting of AND gate. AND gate truth table is so if both ones are 1, so we get the 1, and the remaining are 0, 1. So in case of the AND gate, if the both inputs are high, so at the time only we will get high output. But here if any one of the input is low, at the time the output is high, and if the both inputs are high, we get the low output. So coming to the operation, how the diode will be acts like as when the diode will conduct, or when the diode is not conducting, so that will be shown in that diagram. So that is so in the above circuit, if both inputs X and Y are connected to high voltage source, for example consider 4 volts, then both the diodes are forward biased, and the output voltage is one diode drop above 4 volts, that is 4.6 volt. That means if the both inputs X and Y are connected to high voltage source. So if Vx drops to 1 voltage, so in the diode AND gate, the output voltage equals the lower of the two input voltage plus a diode drop. Then the Vz drops to 1.6 volts, and the diode D2 is reverse bias. That means based on the forward bias and based on the reverse bias, we get the అవుట్పుట్ వోల్టేజ్. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనకు ఫార్వర్డ్ బయాస్లో అవుతే అవి కండక్ట్ అయ్యేసి మనకు అవుట్పుట్ అనేది హై ఇస్తుంది. సో ఎప్పుడైతే అవి రివర్స్ బయాస్ అవుతాయో దెన్ దట్ విల్ బి ఆఫ్ కండిషన్. సో అట్ ద టైమ్ విల్ గెట్ ద లో అవుట్పుట్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ బయాస్ అండ్ ద reverse bias. And here coming to what is the bipolar junction transistor functionality is. So BJT is used as a current controlled switch. So the amount of base current decides the operating region of transistor, and the BJT can be operated in 3 regions. So basically, so already this information we have to study it in EDC. So that BJT can be operated in 3 regions. One is the cutoff region, and another one is active and saturation. So when the input to the transistor is high, the base emitter junction is forward biased and current flows through RB into base for saturation. the base current must be greater than IB. The base current must be greater than IB. So in saturation, voltage between collector to emitter is typically we have some voltage. So the collector current at the saturation is called IC saturation, and it is nearly equal to VCC. When the input to the transistor is low, the base emitter junction has no forward bias applied to it, therefore no base current, and hence no current collector current flow. So in this case, it will gives a low state and a high state. So in case the transistor is in cutoff region, so completely we have to set the transistor in cutoff region. Cutoff region. So this is insufficient voltage for conduction of a transistor. So the voltage at point P is 0 volts, then the transistor is cutoff state, and the output is logic 1. Output is logic 1. So we have to in this also we have two conditions. One is that if all inputs are high, the transistor is driven into saturation region. So if the both inputs are high, the transistor will be driven into the saturation region. Then the voltage at point P is high. The voltage at point P is high, hence the output is low. So point voltage ఏమో ఉంటుంది, saturation means so peak stage, peak voltages అనే peak voltage drop అనేది ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ అవుతుంది. Voltage point at point P is high, but the output is low. Output is low because so that will be that transistor will drive that voltage into the ground. So the output will be 0. Output will be 0. So next, the characteristics of for this one diode transistor logic is the fan out of 8, and it has a high noise immunity, so it doesn't introduce any noise within the devices, and the power dissipation is 12 milliwatts, and the propagation delay for average 30 nanoseconds, and the noise margin is 0.7 volts, 0.47 volts per retail logic. And coming to the next one, transistor logic. So this transistor also we can consider as a inverter. So by using, so already we see in the CMOS inverter. So at the same time, at the same way, we have to use the same inverter as a same transistor as a inverter. So based on by using this a single transistor as an inverter, we get the same, that is for high input we get the low output, for low input we get the high output. So this TTL, it can perform many digital function and have achieved the most popularity. So TTL ICs numerically designation as so 5400 series and 7400 series, and the basic circuit for TTL is so with totem pole output and the NAND gate. So with totem pole output, single stage NAND gate. So this is the basic circuit for TTL. So TTL uses a multimeter transistor at the input and its fast saturation logic circuit. So the output transistor Q3 and Q4 form a totem pole connection. So the extra output stage is known as a totem pole stage because three output components Q3 and Q4 and diodes are stacked on one together. So we have to see in diagram. So this is so this arrangement by using this arrangement, so we can increase the speed of the circuit and also increase the output capability. So here the function of diode in this circuit prevent both Q3 and Q4 being turned on simultaneously. The function of diode in this circuit prevent both Q3 and Q4 turn on simultaneously. So ఇక్కడ మనం డయోడ్ అనేది ఎందుకోసం యూజ్ చేస్తామంటే, సో అండ్ ఈ Q3 అండ్ ఈ Q4 ఈ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్స్ అనేవి సో సైమల్టేనియస్గా ఆన్ అవ్వకుండా, సో వీటిని ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేయడం కోసము వీ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ the circuit in this circuit. So the totem pole TTL circuit is, that is 2 input low stage TTL NAND gate. So that is 74 series circuit. Here we are having the operation. So this is a basic truth table for NAND gate. So here working for this one. So here the A is equal to 0 and the B is equal to 0, and A equal to 1, B is equal to 0, and 0, 1. So in this combination, the emitter base junction of Q1 turns on. The emitter base junction is Q1 turns on. So the collector potential of Q1 falls to 0 volts, then Q2 turns off. Then Q2 turns off. So at that condition, so the collector potential of Q1 falls to 0 volts, then Q2 turns off. Q2 turns off. So whenever we'll see in this diagram. So here the circuit diagram for this two input, the NAND function is obtained by combining a diode AND gate with an inverting buffer amplifier. So here we are using a inverting buffer amplifier. So here R1 represent a resistor and R2 represent a resistor. So here we are using a 3 transistor, and here one transistor is a multi-input transistor. So this circuit can be divided into 3 parts. One is the diode and the gate and input protection, and another one is a phase splitter and output stage. So we have in the phase splitter and the output stage. So in this diodes, diodes are resistor R1 form a diode AND gate, and the these diodes are used to limit undesirable negative excursions on the inputs to a single diode drop. So then the transistor and the surrounding resistors form a phase splitter that controls the output stage. So depending on whether the diode and AND gate produces a low or high voltage at VA. Q2 is either cut off or turned on. The output stage has two transistors, the Q4 and Q5, only one of which is on at any time. The TTL output stage is also called as totem pole or push-pull output. So why we call it as a totem pole means, so either one case we get the lower input and another case we get the higher input. Either it may be pushing or pulling. So if the both transistors may simultaneously on, if the Q3 and Q4 transistors may simultaneously on, so we have some whatever here push and pulling. That means so ఒకటేమో అంటే 1 అవడానికి ట్రై చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది, ఒకటేమో 0 అవడానికి ట్రై చేస్తాం. సో ఆ కండిషన్ ఎలిమినేట్ చేయడం కోసం we are using the diode in between the Q3 and the Q4 transistors. So if the all transistors are used as a Schottky transistor, so which does not saturate, so the circuit uses to provide a shorter rise time when switching from off to on. So this is the operation about this transistor case. So we have two cases. So one is the turn off case and the turn on stage. So if the both inputs are A is equal to 1 and the B is equal to 1, when the both inputs are high, then the emitter base junction of transistor Q1 becomes reverse bias, hence Q1 is turned off. So however the collector base junction is forward bias and it supplies the base current to the transistor Q2, hence Q2 will turns on. So as a result, collector potential of Q2 becomes 0 volts. So if L is equal to 0 volts is applied to the base of Q3, it is turns off. At the same time Q4 is turned on, then its collector potential nearly equals to 0 volts. Hence the output is low or logic 0, low or logic 0. And the characteristics for the TTL has, so TTL is greater speed than DTL and RTL. So the transistor logic has highest speed compared to diode transistor logic, and it has the less noise immunity. Noise immunity is less compared with DTL, and the power dissipation is 10 milliwatts. So it has the fan in is 6 and the fan out. So it has a high capacity compared with the RTL and DTL, and the propagation time delay is 5 to 15 nanoseconds. 5 to 15 nanoseconds. So next we are having the emitter coupled logic gate, ECL. So ECL is a non-saturated digital logic family. So the output of ECL provides R and NOR function. So each input is connected to the base of transistor. So by using this ECL, so we have driving the TTL, and we are driving the CMOS circuit, and also we are interfacing the circuit from one device to another device, that is emitter coupled logic. So by why we are using this emitter coupled logic is by preventing the gate transistors in the bipolar logic family from saturating. We can reduce the propagation delay. Schottky diodes prevent the saturations in TTL circuit. So mainly the circuit consists of three parts. One is the differential input amplifier and internal temperature and voltage compensated bias network, and emitter follower output. So the emitter output requires a pull down resistor for current flow. So in this logic family, you can consider the logic 0 as 1.6 volts and the logic 1 as 0.8 volts. So we can also prevent saturation by using a radically different circuit structure called current mode logic and emitter coupled logic. So the CML does not produce a large voltage swing between the low and high levels. It has a small voltage swing less than a volt, and it internally switches current between two possible paths depending on the output state. So the basic idea of the current mode logic is illustrated by the inverter or buffer circuit. So as shown in the diagram. So here the emitter. So this is we have emitter coupled logic. So simply by using two transistors also. So this is the very four-stage ECL. So we have the two-stage ECL also. So in this two-stage ECL also we have a basic CML, that is current mode logic circuit is also connected. So for this one we have to use the high voltages and the low voltage. For high voltages purpose and the low voltages purpose also we have to use both the transistors. So mainly the circuit may have this type of characteristic. That means each input is connected to the base of the transistor, and the circuit may have three parts, that is differential and internal temperature and voltage compensated and emitter follower. The emitter output requires a pull down resistor for current flow, and we can also implement either it may be a NAND operation or NOR operation, whatever it may be. So and we're having that is the operation, and the characteristics are, so propagation delay is very low, so that may have less than 1 nanosecond. So the delay in between the output and input is very low, and the ECL is the fastest logic family, and the ECL circuit usually operated with negative supplies, and the positive terminal is connected to ground. So these are different logic families. So thank you one and all. We will continue in the next class.